with the Los Angeles Rams. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the first carry for Cam Akers.
He finds an opening past the 40. Touchdown, LA!
Cam Akers
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down, Fitzpatrick. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll run this with Akers.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 3rd
Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he is going to have a Rams first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for, the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
At the 3-yard line.
Stafford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
To number 89.
Tyler Higbee. His second touchdown on the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Rams 14. Washington 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's
trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And he will bring it back. It's an interception returned for a Rams touchdown.
Gay on for the point after.
Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Fitzpatrick to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Pass incomplete.
Fitzpatrick's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll throw again, Fitzpatrick. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Washington.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case. Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Antonio Gibson, the intended target.
But now it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
7.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now a run with Akers.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. To throw is Stafford. He'll throw complete to Cam Akers. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Complete.
1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On 2nd down now, Akers. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And they'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
No, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing Fitzpatrick. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That gain on third down, good for 28.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
A first down throw for Fitzpatrick. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 36 yards on the play. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel with his second touchdown here in this first half. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
The score, Rams 28, Washington 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Rams.
They'll run on first down with Akers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Throwing is Stafford. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. From the red zone now, Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
4-yard line.
And the Rams are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Second and goal from the 1. Again, it's Stafford. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams add on to their lead. Gay is on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Washington 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air again, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete here.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Fitzpatrick. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Fitzpatrick again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
Strong.
From the red zone now, Fitzpatrick. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half.
8-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. On first down, Gibson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big game.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And his throw here's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And that'll make it third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 50, Mike 50.
They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. And he finds McLaurin. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On third down, Fitzpatrick. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 20. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there.
And give me a kick.
And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Yay on for the point after.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
An excellent way to start the drive there. 18 yards. Shifts by him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
It's second and inches.
A run here for J.D. McKissick.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Yards on the pickup.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 30 on second down, Fitzpatrick toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, second and goal. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
A quick toss outright, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Good. Makes the score Rams 42. Washington 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Well, it's a jet sweep, the football to Woods. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Third down.
Sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And this is caught by Jackson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
Down Rams.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Akers. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He was brought down by Kendall Fuller.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
They'll go again here with Akers.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Jonathan Allen on the
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
to Cam Akers.
Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 31, Stafford. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Now Stafford. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Stafford looks to throw again. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. And now it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take
the Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
4-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fitzpatrick slings this deep from McLaurin. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 44-yard line. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Fitzpatrick complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
42.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Troy Apke, and they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd down, Fitzpatrick again. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep. It's caught inside the 25. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to make this a close game again. So Washington now with an important 2-point conversion attempt. They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Middle. Watch twitch.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands. In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Right right side, caught by Jackson. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Akers. And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
He was brought down.
A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now it's Stafford. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Deshaun Jackson. Incomplete. Landon Collins on the coverage.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They snap it to Stafford. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 26 yards on the play there. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Throwing here, Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, partners, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended, down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal, go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock, right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here, and it turns out they don't get it done.
So for L.A., they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.